You've accepted this fight now, but in the previous years, you said it doesn't interest you because you have nothing to gain and everything to lose. If he were to beat you, how damaging would that be to the Canelo brand?
He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure. That's for sure.
For sure, them belts coming with me. They coming home with me. I'm telling you right now.
You can see it, but it's gonna be difficult. You take it to your home.
I'm taking them. And ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it come fight night.
I know Turkey's in your corner, but
promise you.
But look, it's gonna be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
I see you. I see you. You see I'm different.
I see you too.
You see I'm different than all the other ones.
No, I see you. No, you don't know different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
We'll see.
You gonna see.
We'll
you know
see.
it.
We'll see.
We gonna see.
Terrence,
I like Crawford. I like Crawford then. I like him now. I liked him before Canelo looked not so good in his last fight. Obviously.
While this next fight is making the rounds on the internet, many pros and competitors continue to favor Crawford versus Canelo, and for good reason.
Had a chance to win, but what makes you say that? You know, I mean,
You need the money. I'm telling you. Canelo. Help Crawford beat this shit. Really? Yeah. Now, I'll tell you like this. I mean, the weight division things, you know, but I hope Crawford beats this shit.
They thought it couldn't happen, that Canelo Alvarez, boxing's face and undisputed super middleweight champion, would not take the fight, but now that Terrence "Bud" Crawford has decided to face him on September 13th, the boxing world is holding its breath. This favor is not due to Canelo's lack of talent, but rather because they know what they're looking for. They see something special in Crawford. Teddy Atlas, one of boxing's most recognized voices, expressed his honest view, admitting that Canelo is a top-tier fighter. Atlas outlined why he thinks Crawford is operating on a different level.
I just think Crawford's real special. I think Canelo's really good. Really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants. Yeah, the size, the power of Canelo, he's got the guy. Then all of a sudden you go back and you say, wait a minute. The other guy's faster. The other guy's craftier. The other guy has more options. The other guy is slicker. Oh, well, maybe he's got the advantages.
Atlas dug deeper into the traits that set Crawford apart. He emphasized Crawford's awareness, control, and emotional quiet in high-pressure scenarios. According to Atlas, Crawford's ability to remain cool, even emotionless, in the heat of battle helps him to perceive and respond to things that other fighters ignore.
The timing, the instinct, the eyes, the ability to be chilly cold, not just cold and calm, but chilly cold, where you can see things other people don't see and react to it. I know he didn't have a great performance when he moved up to 154, but he was fighting a good fighter. He was fighting a guy that fought a very difficult style at that moment, and he was fighting at a weight class that was foreign to him, and we had to give him a minute. Nobody wants to give anyone a minute in this business. At the end of the day, you have an argument on both sides. Who really has the advantage? I want to find out. I want to see, is it the great big one or the great little one? You know,
Teddy knows his hunger and the difficult upbringing that shaped him. He compared Crawford's inner tenacity to that of famous boxers such as Sugar Ray Leonard, adding that when the battle becomes ugly, he can go to a darker, harsher place. He possesses not only talent, but also the raw fighters will that manifests itself when it is most required. He went on to say, Crawford's greatness is within him. It's in his heart, mentality, makeup, and heritage. There's something about it. Much like Sugar Ray Leonard has that something about him when he's a stray dog, or when he has to be one. Crawford possesses the unique ability to fight at a high level in both orthodox and southpaw styles that refers to angles, timing, and flexibility, something Canelo has struggled with when lined up against smooth movers and technically sound fighters. Former NFL standout Antonio Gates, who is a longtime boxing enthusiast and watches the sport closely, shared his thoughts on the impending Canelo-Crawford fight. Gates stressed Crawford's top conditioning, focus, and momentum. For him, there is no question. Crawford thinks he is the best boxer in the world right now, and he hopes to prove it again against Canelo.
Terrence Crawford, Canelo.
Yeah, I believe Terrence Crawford is going to be in top shape, and I believe he's good enough to outpoint Canelo. But I don't believe. I believe the power would be a challenge, if you will. So I'm gonna say Terrence Crawford.
Terrence Crawford?
Because I think Terrence Crawford is the best boxer.
They are all rooting for this great fighter because of his unrivaled footwork, shot selection, timing, and ability to make in-fight changes, which are the things that neutralize even the most deadly power punchers. He does not simply change, he transforms. Rolando Romero, who is notorious for voicing his views, did not hold back when discussing the Canelo-Crawford fight. He questioned Canelo's recent actions, especially his attitude and demeanor going up to the fight.
I just hope Crawford beats the shit.
Like Canelo, is it because of the last fight? Like you haven't been a fan of Canelo, or like why? Like you like Crawford that much?
What Canelo did on that day was disrespectful to boxing. It was just simply disrespectful to boxing in every way. They have weight divisions for a reason, right or wrong?
Manny Pacquiao, bro.
Okay.
What's your take on Manny?
Pacquiao didn't move up 3 weight divisions at once.
Okay.
Fight a pound for pound fighter.
Okay, so Canelo's got it. How does Canelo get it done?
I don't know, man. It might be the boringest fight ever. It might be the best fight ever. But I will tell you this: it's not a fight I truly care about. Crawford's not really entertaining. So I don't really care about how he fights. But I will tell you like this: he's a tremendous fighter. He's a great fighter, but he's not really entertaining outside the ring. There's nothing that makes me want to be like, I can't wait to see the next Terrence Crawford.
Crawford's best feature is that he can download your rhythm in one round and then dissect you in the next. Atlas and others are not simply admiring him. They think Crawford is one of the most complete fighters of the modern age, which is more important in this fight than stature or name recognition.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not.
Kovalev was older. And he does. Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power. But all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters.
Keyshawn Davis, a rising lightweight, contender and Terrence Crawford supporter, gave a comprehensive analysis of the fight against Canelo, while also expressing faith in Crawford's ability, stating that he thinks Crawford possesses the power, speed, and ring savvy to defeat any opponent.
Shit, that's something I gotta see, man. I think Bud can stop anybody, honestly. I think he got the skill and the ability, like the ability meaning like the power, the speed, you know what I'm saying? And the IQ. I feel like he got the skill and ability to do it, you know what I'm saying? But he's still in there fighting a guy that's not trying to let him.
He also mentioned that Canelo is a strong, seasoned fighter who will not let that happen lightly. Davis stayed honest by not making wild predictions about a knockout, but he did state that Crawford will find a way to win the fight.
But you know what I can say? I feel like Bud is going to beat him. You know what I'm saying? If and when he does stop him, Bud is super great. Even him just getting that win, he's super.
That's the thing. Crawford is battling to prove something, whereas Canelo is working to keep what he has, and hunger is important in boxing. Crawford is after a reputation. He has already gone unchallenged at 140 and 147. If he defeats Canelo, he will become the first guy in the 4-belt era to go undefeated in 3 different weight classes. While many expect a competitive bout, Shocker Stevenson went a step further, saying Crawford has the ability to stop Canelo. His ideas have weight because he is well-versed in elite boxing and has trained alongside Crawford.
I think Bud gonna cook Canelo. I think he's gonna cook him. I think, Canelo a hell of a fighter, but I think Bud just got all the tools to beat him.
You don't think the weight difference is gonna be too big of an advantage?
I think y'all make that something,
In certain fights,
Boxing makes it something, not us.
like if this was like a Benavidez, he's actually a lot bigger than Bud, so that would like apply. But I feel like with Canelo, he's like physically kind of big, but like height wise, he's kind of small. So I don't think so. No.
If Crawford beats Canelo, it will be historic. He's already taking a salary cut, allegedly agreeing to $10 million when rumors suggested $50 million, simply to make this battle happen. You can't buy ambition, and you can't fake passion. Calvin Davis, a member of Team Crawford who has sparred with Terence Crawford, chimed in following Canelo's most recent showing. Davis wasn't shy about suggesting Canelo looked weak, and based on that performance, he's optimistic in Crawford's chances.
Canelo, man, he ain't look too good this past weekend. You know, I'm Team Crawford, so I got Crawford all the way. I got Crawford beating up Canelo, actually, especially after what I just seen. Canelo just got better overall skills. The only thing Canelo has over Bud is the size. So once Bud neutralizes his power and his size, I think he's going to take off that night and have a dominating.
Calvin Davis mentioned and that Canelo's recent success has given him even more confidence in Crawford's chances. Davis didn't just predict Bud's victory, he also feels Crawford can beat Canelo. He stressed that it would not be from a one big punch, but rather from a consistent breakdown throughout the rounds, with Crawford's precise combinations and pressure possibly leading to a late round stoppage.
I just seen him size up, and actually I don't think it's going to be that much of a factor. So within Canelo performance he just had and them two just sizing up, I definitely got Terence all the way for sure.
Do you think he can stop him?
Yes, I actually think he can stop Canelo. A cumulative of punches, breaking them down throughout the rounds and just getting a late round stop.
David Benavidez, one of the top names in super middleweight and a prospective future opponent for Canelo, backed Terence Crawford in the build-up to their potential fight. For Benavidez, it was more than just boxing ability, it was about principle.
Crawford, does he have an opportunity to beat Canelo?
I think if anybody has a chance to beat Canelo, I think it's Terence Crawford. His IQ is on another level. He's a great fighter and he's strong. It's just that it's a lot of weight. I wouldn't be surprised if Terence Crawford wins. Wouldn't be surprised if he loses either. Terence Crawford, when he went up against the best opposition, like Errol Spence, he showed what level he's on, what type of dog he is. So I don't know. You really have to let these fights play out to see what happens. He might get hurt. That might activate him to come back strong.
Could you still make 68?
I don't want to make 68.
No, I know you don't. Terence wins 68.
Yeah, well, if that's, yeah, I can make.
Benavidez stated unequivocally that Crawford possesses the mindset, discipline, and overall ability to defeat Canelo, especially as he goes up in weight. Although many fighters and fans are divided, Jim Lampley stayed impartial and focused on the bigger picture, emphasizing that regardless of who you support, this battle is unique. He feels that the styles, stakes, and personalities involved will make this an exciting event that boxing fans around the world will love. It's simply a great fight, and that's what matters most, that Crawford is going to fight Canelo, because even if I have some doubts and misgivings about the size matchup, it's some two action fighters who like to fight aggressively at times, but not all the time going against each other, and we'll see who can open the other person's tuna can, so to speak. This is what makes September 13th more than just a fight. It's a changing of the guard. It's a clash between what boxing was and is becoming. Crawford is 36 years old, yet he is fresh. He has not gotten punishment and has been disciplined. Canelo, 34, looks older and slower in the ring, and if he underestimates Crawford's speed, precision, and timing, he will be exposed. Former unbeaten champion and noted boxing pundit Andre Ward also offered his opinion for the Canelo-Crawford fight, strongly side with Terence Crawford. Ward, known for his disciplined approach and deep boxing knowledge, noticed that what distinguishes Crawford is not just technique, but also his enthusiasm for the sport and the strength of his will.
I'm going with Terence Crawford, you know. Big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can.
That is why the fighters are supporting Crawford. They understand that they cannot outbox, outthink, or outwit him. Juan Manuel Marquez, the Mexican boxing legend, voiced his honest opinion on the Canelo vs. Crawford fight and stated unequivocally that he is not in favor of it. Marquez did not challenge the fighter's abilities, but spoke from a place of boxing history. He stressed the significance of weight classifications, claiming they exist for a reason, to keep things fair and safe. I don't like the bout because Tur is a good boxer, and boxing has divisions. Bruno was a friend, right? Yeah. Weight classes exist for a reason. Weight divisions are real, and he's a skilled fighter. Super lightweight, middleweight, super welterweight, but I think more I remember when fought with Madrimo. Yes, he looks slowed. He looks so we have no power and 3 more divisions more. 2 more divisions is I think it's a tough fight for Terrapor, but Sparford is a great fighter. He has a great defense, he has a good combination punches, but I think the weight class is no good for him. And when that bell rings, they believe it. Won't be about power or politics, it'll be about levels and Crawford in the...
Crawford, Canelo, who you got?
Crawford, Canelo? I still say Canelo.
I got Canelo too.
I still say Canelo. Ring IQ, I believe that Crawford has a bit more.
Yep.
However, it's just the size difference. I think that where Crawford is lacking is that he should try to test the waters even with somebody at that weight class before facing Canelo. But hey, they say he's a dog. He's got shot in the head and drove to the hospital, so maybe that's just his mentality.
Hey, let's see. Only one way to find out till that day comes.
It's the only way, but I definitely think that it's a great fight overall. You know, black and brown is how you get down.
Right.
Yaron Ennis also pointed out that Canelo has a proven track record of defeating bigger opponents and using his size advantage effectively. His message wasn't just hype, it was a reminder that Crawford will need to be fully prepared for the physical challenge Canelo brings, especially given the weight difference and Canelo's experience handling bigger fighters, but I think you got to lean more towards Canelo because like I said before, he been pitting big guys out and dealing, and Canelo not even really a 68-pounder, he probably really should be at 60 maybe, and he been hurting these guys. I think he be dropping these guys and things like that. So, and them guys be way bigger than him come fight night. I know that for sure they be probably close to 200 pounds and he dropping them, those guys like that. So I don't know, it's going to be a great fight, you know. The fans want to see it, so so be it. Now, as the buzz around Canelo versus Crawford continues to grow, it's clear this isn't just another big name matchup. It's a moment that could shift the sport, whether you believe in Crawford's once in a generation skill or Canelo's proven dominance across weight classes. This bout has fans, combatants, and legends split. So who are you rooting for? Bud or Canelo? Leave your pick in the comments and explain why. Make sure to like this video, subscribe for additional bout breakdowns, and click the bell so you don't miss any updates as this mega fight comes. Let's talk boxing. See you in the comments.